Hi team, welcome to my kitchen. It's Liz, and today I'm going to do a 6-tray trunk show setup, and taking from what Blythe had talked about at Directors Conference and what they're talking about at Spring Tour, and 2012 being about transformation and transforming our businesses and also systems and putting systems in place to make our lives easier, to make our business seamless, and just to have the best year that we can possibly have. So taking first with the display from Blythe, and everybody has different pieces in their collection, and this is the great thing about Stella & Dot is we can all have different display items and we can all have different samples, and we can look at what are the best sellers and look at what we think are going to sell in our area, and then we can cater our displays to whatever we think is best. So for me, the first thing that I do is I put my trays in the order of the lookbook, and I just line them up and take them all the way around and put them in the order of the lookbook. So I start for spring with the Amalfi, and then I'm going to move into black and white, and then I'm going to move into Savannah and Urban Splendor, and I literally take the lookbook and open each page, and whatever I own, that's how I put out my trays. So with this display, to kind of fill in a table, because I hear from a lot of stylists on the team that I don't have enough or it doesn't look full enough, and so I think that on the table there are a lot of great ideas and tips that you can incorporate in that don't cost a lot, but that really can make a huge impact with your business and your sales per trunk show. So the first thing to do is definitely a white tablecloth. Get it at any discount shop that you can and carry it with you all the time. And then the trays. Stella & Dot has a great 5-pack tray that you can order online, along with the bust and also the frames. I highly recommend it. Buy the 5-pack to start with. Buy a bust, and if you can buy a couple of them and one of the frames, be a great setup. You can really do your display setup and budget yourself for under $100 and make a huge impact in your business. I've taken one of the bags that we can get with Business Supply credits. I've also put the lookbooks out, and I took one of the postcards that we have, and I just framed it. I also have out, and I mentioned in my group Hello, our wish lists, and I love that customers can kind of look around, fill out a wish list, give me their anniversary or their birth dates, and I can go to whoever they have put as their contact person and help that person out by just being the personal shopper that I can be for them, and then my customer is going to get something that they want for an upcoming event. And then also, if it works out, I can also help the hostess at the time get an outside order. So if I look around the table here, I've also taken one of the People Watch ads and put it in a frame of the Serenity Stone because I don't have it and I want people to ask me about it. I put our gift boxes on the table. I've put the February Trunk Show special. I've used an earring tray that I got at a home goods store to give myself some height with all the boxes and putting things on the table, also in the trays. And I've put the collections together. I have the different busts, which Blythe's suggestion is 3 of them. I have a bar for bracelets, and then I go around and I have the Lococo here, and I've taken literally the page out of the lookbook. I've laminated it and I put it out so people can ask about it. I also did the same thing with the pieces from the charm collection. I think that really helps that people can see it. I do have one of the charms on the frame. I have some of the delicates, and I have also some of the layering pieces, and I have one of the clutches. So that is a 6-tray setup. And in my kitchen, I have a bench, so it's kind of hard to walk around the table, so I put everything facing out. And if I were to come into my kitchen as a stylist, I would suggest if the food is going to be here on the island and the drinks, then I want to be right here by that. I do not want to be in another room or any way sectioned off by a wall from the guests that are there. So this would be my setup. And as I build on, I might add more trays. I will move around the table. I can eliminate some of the boxes or some of the fluff that I have on there, but I think it really shows that our style, it shows what Stella & Dot is all about, and our beautiful packaging, which I think is such an important part of how we give our customer the best service that we possibly can. And then the other things that I have is what I call my checkout station. And I live in Chicago, so we don't always have a ton of space. So I have taken, again, one of our bags, and in the bag, which I will show you really quickly, I have order forms. And the order form, I've highlighted the name. I put in the $5.95. I will fill out all the items on here. I have those in here. I have a couple boards that people, if like a clipboard, if someone is in a hurry and they want to fill out their information, and then I can fill out the order with them. I have that in there. I have pens in here. I have a stapler. I have gum. Just everything that I need to check out, I put it in there. And then every time I have an order, I put them in a manila folder, which I put in there as well. And everything is in one spot, and it's not all over the place. And I don't leave the table because I want to be here with the customers, and I want to be able to listen to what they're talking about and help them out as much as I can. The other thing that I've done, which I think is a great tip, is that I have labeled one of my lookbooks, and instead of just going to the back to show someone something, I can go in and find the item that they're looking for, like the Alexandra, and then I show them what goes with it. So I can finish the look and start talking to them about finishing the look before I've even gotten to checkout. Instead of just telling them, oh, it's $89, I always go to the page, especially if I don't have all the pieces. I think it's a great way to start planting those seeds. And I keep this with me all the time, and I put it by my checkout station. Another thing that has helped me, and this is from team member Sharon, is that this is our price list. And some customers want to see everything all together, all the necklaces in a row, all the bracelets. So I just went to Kinko's. It's $5, and they spiral bound it, and I keep that out on the table as well. Another tip is I take the trays and I label each one of them. So when I stack them up, when I can see them later on, I have all the names on there, and it's a lot easier for me to pack up. I have the specials out. I always frame whatever special is going on. I have a notebook that I've put together, and it's a great way for customers who just want to look through things and like just sitting and kind of grasping everything about Stella & Dot. I've put a book together, and I have press. I have people who have worn different Stella & Dot. I have the Ink magazine. I also have trends. We did coral. We've done turquoise and bangles, and I'm showing that we are out there and doing the same trends that everybody else is doing out in the market. And if there's any press, like when we had the tribute bracelet, that's all in there too, and any ads that we have done for Stella & Dot. So I have that in a notebook, so that's another way that, depending on the customers, how they can enjoy Stella & Dot and learn about us if I'm not right there helping them out. Definitely also a big mirror helps out, and have that on the table if there's not one nearby. And all these things, if you start incorporating them into your trunk show setup now, you'll have a system down, and it'll be so much easier for you in the long run of just seamless, and all you'll have to worry about is putting all the orders in that you will have at every trunk show. And just when you're thinking about samples too, I think that to finish the look is such an important part of what we do, and really helping our customers and giving them suggestions. Maybe they already have a bracelet that's going to match that necklace, or a pair of earrings that's going to finish that necklace off. But if they don't, you can plant the seeds and help them kind of walk through their own closet at home. What do you own? It's just all about asking questions and helping them finish so they have everything that they will need. And maybe they're not going to purchase it all tonight, and I usually don't, in my mind, I'm not planning that they will be purchasing it all tonight, and that's how I will start building a relationship with my customers and having them be a customer for life instead of just one time. So I hope these tips will help you out, and that we'll all have such great success in 2012, and we will all transform our businesses just like the Mariposa. Take care, everyone. Bye.